Hello, Michael Christie with Paul. So we got started on the replacement of the short planking of some of your bottom planks. And when we opened up the bottom, we haven't got it terribly far open just yet, but when we opened up we started off replacing the ends of the planks. And of course, we found the crack in the transom at the same time, so we included fixing the crack in the transom in the budget for replacing the ends, like the last 4 foot of several of the planks at the back. Now that we've gotten it open, we've got some more issues that hopefully we can still fit within the budget. I'll let you know how we're doing there separately. But hopefully we can fit it in the budget that we have, or not have to overrun it too far. But what you're looking at right here is, this is one of the cradles for your fuel tank. And it fastens to what's called the, wish I could get a little farther away. Get a little farther away here. So, here we go. Well, daggone it. Can't get to stand up. All right, so here's one of the saddles for your fuel tank. There's two of them. They're attached to an engine stringer. The engine stringer runs from the transom to well in front of the engines and supports the engine, and ties the engine and the thrust and all that in with the rest of the boat. Now, as you can see, where this attached to the engine stringer has rotted off. And now we built a new piece, a new saddle for the other side, and when we put your new tank in. And what you're looking at here is the precursor to rot. So it's where it is fastened in. We've got mold happening right here. Oh, wait a minute. Is it mold or is it? Yeah, it's mold. And it's the same mold is over here. So we got some issues that, of course, and the beauty of it is that once those 4 planks that we wanted to replace the last 4 foot of, which is now 6 planks that we want to replace the last 4 foot of, or approximately 4 foot. Now it's 6 planks. Once we get those out of the way, we'll be able to attack and repair and cut the rod out of the stringer. I'm convinced that, and probably the culprit is these guys that build the lifts on the river are probably building for boats that drain from the rear, and they're adjusting them so that your water goes to the rear of the boat and drains from the rear of a boat. We ran into this about a year ago in Gunnersville, Alabama, maybe 2 years ago, but anyway, we ran into it in Gunnersville. Same story. The lift that they built for a 22-foot Chris Craft utility was sloping the boat to the rear. So the water was going to the rear. The water froze in there and cracked some joints open, so that we had to go back in and repair. So I'm convinced that probably that's what's going on. You know, your boat, your low point in the boat is up here, not at the rear, and that's where your bilge pump is. It's also where your drain is. I know you're probably not opening the drain, because I don't open my drain, so I don't forget to put the plug back in the drain. So, and then if we open a customer's drain, we immediately put the plug back in after the boat is drained. So, anyhow, we're getting into we cut out the bad portion of the not all of it, but the bad portion of this transom plank. It was pretty well soft down in this area, extremely soft. This is the structural member behind the plank. This is called the transom bow, and the transom bow is pretty soft. Pretty soft down here at the bottom as well. So we are going to have to at least replace a layer of the transom bow. It's 3 layers. At the very least, we're going to do a layer, but we'll probably do the entire transom bow. Okay, so up in here, yeah. Oh, let me get down here on my knees that you will be replacing at some point. So here's the condition of the end of your stringer, and of course this was covered up by the plywood that was holding the fuel tank. So when we get now, we were going to do like the last 4 foot because we don't like to short plank. But you can see we're only that section. We only have to replace about 1 foot. So, and these are 2 planks. There's one here and one here. And it looks like we got some damage already started on this outside plank right here. So, got one. I guess we'll have 8 planks that we'll be putting an end on. There is, yeah. So anyway, so the engine stringer, we're going to be replacing part of the end of the engine stringer, and we'll do a combination of scarf joint and sister frame to repair that. And it looks like we don't have to go too much farther than that. So looks like that's where the infection was. And if it was sitting in water all winter long back here, then that assisted with the spread, or I should say exacerbated the spread. So anyway, that's where we're at right now. And just wanted to get you an update on that. Of course, we only spent on this portion of the budget, we've only spent about 1/4 of what you paid in the first payment on this, and we're ready for another payment. And that should get us, we spent some money on your bimini and cleaning and so forth. So this is the first serious stuff we've gotten into right here. So I'll back up a little more. I'll get back up, and we'll let you see the magnitude. This is not a serious problem. It's probably not serious money, and I'm glad we found it when we did. So it was a good move. All right, sir. Thank you.